Start off, we've unboxed this already, so I have the Power Magic Pro already out. I have set it up for a 12 volt vehicle, which is 1 up, 2 down, and then I have it set for 12 hours timer. So it will either turn off at 12 volts when the battery gets to that voltage rating, or it'll turn off at 12 hours. Just saying. So constant fuse, which is the BATT plus, so the yellow for what we're going to do for the constant fuse is we're going to use the tail light. It recommends to use the hazard lights, but that's a little too close to the other fuse that I plan on using, and I don't want them like right on top of each other. So we're going to use the tail light for the constant, and we're going to use the cigarette lighter for the switching power. So, and which is really cool that these come pre-cut, so all you need to do is just pull that off. And like I said in the last video, I highly recommend using these taps. They're really simple. We've got some bags blowing around in the garage. It's weird. It's really simple. All you do is you just put the male end in the female end. It just, you know, slides on in there. You want to make sure you get as many of the wires in there as you can, and then just grab some crimpers and crimp that down nice and easy. You kind of give it a small little tug to make sure that it's not going anywhere, and then you'll do that for the other one as well. So like I said in the last video, you need 2 of them per installation. So real simple, just throws in there and then crimp it down. Getting a nice pair of wire strippers. I mean, this is a really nifty. I think I got these for $10 at Harbor Freight. If you guys are in the States, go grab a pair. They come in handy more often than you think. Hi. So usually your fuse box is going to be, you know, in this area. Unfortunately for mine, the Honda and Cat's, the Camry, it's under here. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this first, because I'm already getting dizzy as hell being under here, just because yeah, crazy. But anyway, so we've gone ahead and pulled this off. This was really simple to just like pull away. It's just these clips. There is a point where it hooks to the frame down there, but so don't like just yank on this, otherwise you're going to damage it. But I wanted to get this a little bit of away because I needed to find a ground. And so alright, so real quick, I'm back. I got this. So the black cable is installed where we originally thought about putting it, so the ground is good to go. So then we've got constant power here, which is alright. So then if you see that, you use your fuse from the fuse box, and then you've got to add a secondary fuse so that this is double protected. And then this is the switching power, which you use the fuse from the fuse box and then another fuse, so it's double protected. So I had a small snag. Yeah, you can see I've got the car kind of back together. So the next step will be to get the camera set up and then routed back down here, but I ended up having to bust out the trusty fluke meter, multimeter, whatever you want to call it, because where we originally were going to hook it up to, then ended up not being constant power. I'm not quite sure how the tail lights in this car work, but the tail light it ended up not being constant power. So we ended up using the sunroof, which is constant power, which is funny because she doesn't have a sunroof, so I'm not sure why that circuit is actually there. I looked up in the user manual, and then I have a technical guide for this car that I looked at too, and sure enough, I mean, it doesn't say it's constant power, but all it is for is the sun moonroof. So it's got power. We're gonna use it. the technical specs that I've got. Didn't say anything that, you know, it's not OBD, it's not, you know, the fuel pump, it's not ignition or anything like that. It's not any of the panel lights, so we'll see. So basically, once you have it installed, to test it, you're gonna just plug in your camera. And right now, so we put it right here just so it was within easy reach while Kat's driving. So right now it's off. If you click it to on, that green LED will pop on and your camera will eventually come on as well. Car's still kind of in pieces, and the cabling that they give you is ridiculous. It is long, so I feel like you could cable up quite a bit here. So I will go real quick, starting from the back of the car. Starting back here, so the camera is going to be in this general area. Once we get it all hooked up, it'll be like that. So it's going to route through here, back behind this panel here. You got to be careful because there is an airbag back there, so make sure this stays out of the way of the airbag. So we routed that up through here on the inside, and then right above the seatbelt holder. So it just goes straight through there. So the back continues up along here and then meets up here with the front, which again, there's an airbag, so be careful with that. If when you're doing this, watch for your airbags. And then the back continues up, and then even with how much room we have in the back, this is still how much more cable we have for the back. So that's gonna get tucked in up here most likely. This has already been kind of tucked in, so this goes back or through, like I said, meets in here for the just kind of jumbles up right there away from the airbag, and then it follows down, and then it connects in here. And if we pop this, all of the wires are just going to be held right there for now. I'll clean that up here in a minute. Alright, so this is our last little thing to go through. Cat's in the back seat. So basically, the car is back together. We ended up putting the camera right there, dead center in front of her rear view mirror, and then dead center in the back there, and then you know, cleaned everything up, put everything back to its proper place. So not really as in depth as my last install, just because the process for this is going to be different for every vehicle, of course, and it kind of kicked my ass. Until I busted out that multimeter, I could not figure out why I couldn't get this thing to work properly. So it's recording right now, even because the Blackview Magic Pro thingamabobber is plugged in and powered, so it's in parking mode. So it's recording the garage and behind us right now. So I'm gonna look at some footage, read the instruction manual, and then I will update you guys, I don't know, probably about a week. So next week we'll update you guys on whether or not I was able to teach, there she is, Kat, how to use this thing properly. And then I'll also look at, it's getting a little late tonight, so I'll probably end up having to do my car tomorrow. If not, it'll wait until Monday. I'll try to get it installed before I go to school. So, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you later.
Adios.
Really? Really?
I love you.